Hi everyone. For my dilemma, I work in a kinder classroom, so we have this boy who was showing aggressive behaviors, not towards other students. It was towards himself or towards the teacher and myself. He would punch, he would kick, he would scream, he would scratch, cry really loudly, and sometimes he would even bang his head on the table or the floor. One time he left himself like a really big bump on his forehead. And it was so bad that it got to the point to where the teacher and I were spending majority of our instruction time fully focused on him and trying to work with him and support him, that we weren't spending as much time or working with the other students as much because we were focusing so much on him. So the teacher would either have to step out of the classroom with him during the instruction time, or I would stop my small group instruction and step out there with him, try to get him out of the classroom and try and talk to him and figure out what was wrong, what had upset him, because any little thing could set him off, something not going his way or something not looking like something he'd like, any little thing like that. At first we were given some ideas to kind of do like a reward chart, a reward token system chart to kind of help to see if that would kind of help things a little bit, if it would help with him minimizing the outbursts. And when that worked for a few days, and then after that stopped working, we were told to just completely ignore his behaviors whenever he was upset in the classroom and was yelling at the top of his lungs and throwing chairs and trying to hit the teacher and myself and kick us. We were just told to ignore the behavior and to focus on what we were doing in the classroom at the time. So whether the teacher was in instruction time, we're working on letters or numbers, we were told to just keep doing what we were doing and just ignore this child. But obviously that was very hard with the yelling and everything going on, that obviously was distracting to the other students. We ended up having to document everything because it was just ended up being too much for the other students. We feel like we were catering a lot to this one student, that we were trying really hard to advocate for the others, knowing that they were missing out on that time that they could use with us as well. We were pushing. He ended up being pushed out of the classroom after we documented everything and argued as to why it wasn't the best for him to be kept in a classroom setting. He actually got pushed out to independent studies. The teacher and I chose that this was probably the best because we don't have, neither the teacher or I have the special skills that needed to tend to his behaviors while simultaneously still teaching and working and interacting with the other students. We felt like if he would have had like a one-on-one para, it might have made things different and a lot easier to still support him and the other students at the same time, but that wasn't the case. They didn't want to do that. I think something that I've learned is that ethical dilemmas are obviously difficult, and sometimes it could be really hard to push for what you know is best for the child when policies are set in place and you kind of have to go against those. It was nice to find support in the NAEYC code. It's something that I could have been like, hey, well, look at this states, we got to do what's best for the child, not we're doing certain things because of policies. So that was really nice tool or source that I got out from this assignment. But that was my ethical dilemma. Thank you guys for your time. Bye.